My name's Andy Patterson-Jones. I'm a founder of Film Duo, which is a film production company, creative film production company, and I do many things. I'm an editor, producer, director, and depends what the project needs.
Hi, I'm Jerry Henman, co-founder of Film Duo. I write, produce, and direct.
We met Harry almost as we were going into lockdown, and we made a short film for him when he was joining Clarendon Fine Art. But we knew he had this Antarctica expedition on the horizon, and we just started talking about what that entailed and how we could bring it to life for him.
Dare to Hope is a documentary featuring fine arts wildlife photographer Harry Skeggs, and concentrates on his trip to South Georgia and Antarctica, and basically witnessing the impact of climate change on animals and wildlife in their natural habitat.
I think the most exciting part of Dare to Hope from my perspective was it was a project where the doors opened. It can be quite frustrating. You have a great idea but you don't see it executed, and Harry's at a point where he's an established artist in my eyes, but he's ready to go to another level to really have a big platform. So sponsors want to get involved. He knows what he wants to capture on an expedition like going to Antarctica. So it was just this element of this is going to happen and we can play an integral part in making it happen.
So one of the things that with storytelling that I'm always keen to establish is an inside-out process. And what that really means is that it comes from within, which sounds very obvious, but you're not creating something where you're essentially crowbarring a narrative onto it. You're going deep, exploring with the subject, in this case Harry Skeggs, and letting it come from him and then shaping the story on top of that. So that's really what inside out means to me anyway.
I was really keen that we had an original score. Personally, I just hear all these same tracks being replayed, and it would have not done justice to the quality of the film we're making if we hadn't had this sort of Hans Zimmer inspired soundtrack, which really creates the atmosphere of being in Antarctica.
It was a really nice mix because we're all so different in the way that we approach work. So myself, I'm all about authenticity and all about the visual side of things. Like while I direct, I shoot to edit, so I'm looking for frames that will try and wow people as best I can. Whereas Jerry, the producer, looks at it in a way of story and narrative and like getting to the real guts of like, why is Harry doing this and what really makes him tick, and like what that then builds a great story in the documentary.
One of the biggest challenges for Dare to Hope was we weren't actually on location. So self-shooting director Sam Hockley captured a fantastic amount of footage, but when you're trying to create a story, that means it's sometimes quite overwhelming of where do you start, where do you finish. So we had luckily the time to do it, but it was quite a long process, and it became, as these things often do, you tend to work on the maximum, I do anyway, of you write a story 3 times. First in idea script, second in shooting, and third in post-production. And we found with Dare to Hope that a lot of the story came in post-production.
I really enjoyed all of the voiceover and the sort of post-edit kind of stage, much more than I expected. I expected it was going to be a chore, difficult and not enjoyable, but actually I think because we had such a great team of people, Andy, Jerry, Sam, they just walked me through the whole process. They made it very easy, enjoyable. I was able to relax and just be more natural, and that just made a much better result, I think.
So this evening is a really exciting evening for us, and it's the kick-off to the premiere. Not only the premiere, obviously, of Dare to Hope that we're screening at the cinema at the Mayfair Hotel, and also we're going to be, opening to the public tomorrow for Beyond, which is the name of the exhibition. Everyone has been waiting to see this documentary because we had to delay it. I know it was delayed, obviously, because of the pandemic. So this trip to Antarctica for our clients and for us to see is super exciting. We have a full house. We certainly do.
Film Duo's slogan is make an impact, and that's what we want for the people we make films with. We're about collaborative filmmaking. We're not these people that fly in, do our own thing and exit. we work with the subject, so we know Harry so well, and we want him to get his message, the climate change stories that he's bringing to light to a bigger audience, and that's the make of the impact for Harry in particular.
The feedback so far has been amazing for this project. We feel truly blessed that people seem to love what we've put together. And what's always interesting is that people have different takes. So some people have said the sound is extraordinary because we've got a surround sound mix in the theatre. Some people said the visuals are quite stunning, but we had a bit of feedback last night when we had a showing where someone said that they were incredibly emotionally moved, and actually it felt like an education piece as well. So it's been an absolute pleasure working on this project, and yeah, we're looking forward to more exciting feedback.